Good morning, friends. Now we'll be continuing with the second part of the chapter 6, The 100 Dresses. Now let us see what happens to Wanda and to Peggy and Maddie. In this lesson, students, the feeling of repentance arises among the students who teased Wanda. Peggy and Maddie even go to her house to stop her from leaving that place, but they could not meet her as she had already left. They feel guilty for making fun of Wanda, who loved them so much. Now let us understand the summary in detail. Now, as the lesson progresses, the students were circling in the room and admiring the dresses designed by Wanda. A notice from the principal's office came. Miss Morrison told the class that she had received a letter from Wanda's father. She said that she was going to read it before the class. The students got ready to listen. In this letter, Wanda's father had informed Miss Mason that Wanda would not come to the school anymore. They were moving to the big city. In that city, nobody would consider her name funny and laugh at her. The entire class became silent and felt bad about Wanda. Miss Mason understood their feelings. She told them that no one should hurt anyone's feelings because his or her name was long or funny. She said that what happened in the school about Wanda was actually bad. She asked them to think about that. Maddie listened to what Miss Mason said about Wanda. She could not concentrate on her studies. She had a sick feeling inside. It was true that she had never made fun of Wanda herself, but at the same time, she had not enjoyed Peggy's asking Wanda about her dresses or shoes. On such occasions, she said nothing and stood silently. But that was bad too. She felt that she was a coward and never stopped Peggy from making fun of Wanda. Maddie wondered if she could do anything. She wanted to meet Wanda and tell her that she had never meant to hurt her feelings. She made up her mind to go to her house and tell Wanda that she had won the contest and her 100 dresses were actually beautiful. She decided that she would find out Wanda Petronski. She and Peggy would go to her house to meet her. When the school was over, Maddie told Peggy to go to Wanda's house. They walked towards her colony. On the way, Peggy said that she had never called Wanda a foreigner or alienated her. She always thought that Wanda was a dumb girl indeed. She never imagined that Wanda could sense the girl had been making fun of her. Maddie had nothing to say. She just wanted to meet Wanda and tell her that they were sorry for the treatment indeed. She would request Wanda not to go away. After some time, Peggy and Maddie found Wanda's house in the Boggin's Heights. The house looked shabby but clean. But there was no one in the house. Peggy knocked on the door. There was no response. Wanda and her family had already left the place. They came back depressed. Peggy said that her asking Wanda about her dresses actually helped her. Otherwise, she might not have won the drawing contest. But Maddie was not happy or interested in Peggy's talk. She could not sleep at night. She thought of Wanda all the time, her drawings, her house, and how she had left the school. At last, she made a decision. She decided that she would not keep quiet. If someone made fun of anybody before her, she would stand against that person. She would not mind even if she had to lose Peggy's friendship. She had no way of making things right with Wanda, but now she would never make anybody unhappy. On Saturday, Peggy and Maggie wrote a letter to Wanda. It was just a friendly letter. They praised Wanda's drawings. They wrote to her that she had won the contest. They mailed it to the Boggin's site with the request that it might be sent to her new address. A number of days passed, but there was no answer from Wanda. Peggy had begun to forget the whole incident. Maggie tried to sleep at night, making speeches about Wanda. Then it was Christmas time. On the last day of the school, Miss Mason received a letter from Wanda. She showed the letter to the class and read it aloud. Wanda had written that the girls could keep those 100 dresses because in her new house she had 100 new ones. She had gifted the green dress with the red trimmings to Peggy. She wrote that Peggy could have the blue dress. She wished Merry Christmas to all. They accepted the drawings. On the way home, Peggy and Maddie held their drawings very carefully. They pinned the drawings in their bedrooms. Maggie was missing Wanda too much. There were tears in her eyes. She felt sad to think that she would never see Wanda again. She felt that Wanda had been nice to her. She gazed at the drawing for a long time. Suddenly, she noticed the face and head in the drawing. It looked like her own head and face. She was excited to find that Wanda had made the drawing specially for her. She ran to Peggy's house. She told Peggy that Wanda had drawn the drawing for her. Then they saw her drawing too. There was Peggy's face in the drawing. Peggy was also happy to see that the face and the head of the drawing looked like her. Peggy told Maddie that Wanda really liked them. There were tears in Maddie's eyes every time she thought of Wanda bedroom scene. And this is where the lesson ends. I'll be sharing with you the notes and the question answers in Naresa's classes. If you wish to have the notes and the question answers for NCERT based solutions, please students contact the number given below in the description box. Till then, have a great time.